What is up, ladies and gents? My name is Speg. Welcome to part 4 in my legendary walkthrough for Halo 3 ODST. In the last mainline mission, we played as Buck and went through Tyari Plaza. For this episode, we're going to witness the events through Dutch's perspective as we go through the heart of Uplift Reserve.
Good hunting, boys. I'm keeping my boots on the ground.
A quick view across the pond, and you got yourselves a beautiful vista of New Mombasa's skyline. I'm not positive if it's part of the old city or one of the other islands to the new city.
Trooper, over here. Help us secure this vehicle.
Anyhow, have your Spartan laser ready, fire on the brute directly across, then use all the grenades you have in your inventory to either strip the armor on the second brute or kill them all together.
Got him!
Hold tight, I'm on my way. Thanks for the assist, Trooper. Get this Warthog moving. Our CO needs us to clear this sector.
Affirmative.
I'm on the gunner seat.
Watch it.
Ready when you are.
Watch that chopper. Hit it head on and it'll tear us to pieces.
Who's got the big?
So once we have our Warthog, our first order of business is to eliminate the Wraith in the center.
Soldiers out. Chopper.
Keep moving. Don't let that Wraith take a shot at us.
Awesome.
Swing around behind the Wraith. He's got less armor in back. Let's fix him. Coming in there.
Oh, hey.
So keep yourself moving using the boulders and rocks for cover, especially while you have to contend with the choppers and the Wraith. You will have a couple of ghosts, but they're not nearly as big of a problem.
Hey, I'm trying to shoot back here.
Chopper down. Fight cover.
Charged and ready.
So what I'll do here, instead of firing on that Wraith, I'm going to hand off the Spartan laser to the passenger. And we're going to let the Marines take down the second Wraith. I think this is a less risky option, especially since even if I get behind cover, there's still a chance that the mortar could hit the Warthog.
Man down, man down.
Careful. Why is this thing so damn loud?
Colonel, sector's clear and we found some backup.
All the time.
Say again, Marine. I got drones overhead and Oni brass yelling in my ear.
ODST reporting for duty, sir.
Nice of you to drop in, Trooper. Head to the park to my second platoon's location. They're taking heavy casualties. Need immediate assistance.
Roger that. I'm Oscar Mike.
When you exit the tunnel, head over to the left-hand side of the fort, take out all three grunts, and then swing around to the center to eliminate the jackals.
What? More of them?
Heading over to the right hand side, we will have to contend with some more grunts and a couple of brutes. Keep an eye out for this grunt at the top of the hill. He's going to have a fuel rod cannon. Eliminating him should be a top priority. Now this can happen. These two brutes can get stuck.
Don't nobody cross my
I still have a couple of charges left in the Spartan laser, so I'll use one to eliminate the two brutes.
Where's the rest of your team, Trooper?
down. Scattered. Dead. I don't know.
That's too bad. We're gonna need all the men we can get.
We'll return that weapon to our passenger and then we'll continue onward.
Shocks on this thing are not built for this.
When you get to the top of this ridge, 3 Banshees will enter into the scene. As soon as one of the Banshees goes down, the other 2 will attempt to escape. It's kind of cool to hang around here, see if the Marines can bring at least one more down, but I'm not too worried if that's not the case. After that short skirmish, we'll hand a fuel rod cannon off to our passenger.
Shotgun. This vehicle is not designed.
Now, approaching this ridge, there are 3 shade turrets guarding our way up, and there's also a chopper that will eventually pounce on us. Do enough to get their attention, and if the chopper starts to rush in, attempt to back out. And hopefully your Marines will take it down fairly quick before it can launch any shots our way.
Kill that goat before it raises the alarm.
Now hopefully you'll have better luck taking down that ghost. Unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough to use the Spartan laser. In either case, I do want to get over to this building, grab myself another fuel rod cannon, and then we'll continue to track after it.
Trooper, you're almost at 2nd Platoon's location. Give them a hand and push to the primary objective.
What is the objective, Colonel?
You know the Covenant carrier that slipped away from the city? We need to secure its old LZ. Snatch a Tier 1 asset.
Trooper, this is 2nd Platoon. See what you can do about those raids.
Enemy chopper inbound.
Where's the Colonel?
Headed down near the Covenant LZ. Once we clear this enemy armor, we can roll across the bridge to its location.
So working through this area, your best bet is to simply move as much as you can. Try to locate each of the fast-moving vehicles, choppers and ghosts, get them out of the way. And then take care of these shade turrets that are off on the left-hand side, protecting this hill.
Hey, did you I'm hit.
There are a couple of good ways to approach this section, and I'm going to do a mix of the two. One is you can use the Warthog to drive around, allow your Marines to do most of the heavy lifting. The second option, and I find this works really well, head inside this building. You'll find yourself some useful weapons. Spartan laser on the ground level. And there's also a couple of rocket launchers and 2 snipers at the top.
Watch
We'll use the Spartan laser to take out any remaining vehicles, including the wraiths. And we'll also use the snipers to take out some of the infantry. It's a little bit more time consuming to clear the area on foot, but it's also a little bit fun to mix it up. So that takes care of one of two wraiths. And we still have the other in play, but he will eventually show himself. Keep an eye on any infantry that are still on this hill.
Laser up. Got him.
Don't be afraid to use as much ammo as you need to. There is quite a bit. And of course we aren't going to need it all for the final leg in the mission.
Big bam and a brain pad.
So that other wraith is not going to show himself, so we are going to have to push forward and eliminate him using the Warthog.
Don't nobody cross my stream.
On this building, there is a stationary turret that is very much similar to the standard Warthog. It's pretty cool. I don't really use it too much on Legendary because you are kind of exposed, especially if you have to contend with any shade turrets. So I believe there's only a small handful of infantry in play along with that wraith. So there we go, we got its attention. Now we'll just back off.
Trooper, drive towards the space elevator. It'll lead you to the bridge.
I'll drive up here and make sure all the infantry are eliminated. It looks like we're all clear. And now we can press on forward to the bridge.
Look, the elevator. Incoming!
What the hell just happened?
Subspace rupture. Must have weakened the support rings.
All units. Target assets are on the move. Everyone clear the area before more debris comes down.
Colonel? Sir! Damn, he's gone. Trooper, head up the hill. We gotta find a way out of this park.
Now getting towards this sniper tower, we will have some more infantry out in front. A couple of shade turrets that are also up along the ridge. So kind of use this spot for cover if you need to duck behind and escape fire from the turrets. I tend to play this part a little bit safer because the grunts do have a tendency to throw plasma grenades and stick you. Now, finally getting to the gravity lift, my strategy is to, once again, just like the previous skirmish, use this lip in the hill to get behind cover if I have to escape fire, and drive forward if I need my Marines to land some hits on the infantry or vehicles in front. You'll have a couple of squads guarding the gravity lift. Your Marines will do a pretty nice job of eliminating them from range. Our next biggest contender that we will have to concern ourselves with is the Wraith off on the right hand side. For this guy, I will hop out, use the Spartan laser, and hopefully bring it down in one shot. Or one charge, I guess. Ooh, got really lucky with that plasma. That for sure would have ended this run. And if you want to hang around a little longer, there is a little bit of funny dialogue if you approach these Marines.
No! You're not listening. It's a zoo, okay?
Well, technically it's a corporate-funded wildlife reserve.
Semantics! This whole place is one big cage!
Listen, Marine, you're wounded. You gotta try and relax.
Except we're the zebras, get it? All fenced in and ready for the slaughter.
And the Covenant?
They're the lions! Rah!
Careful. I think you strained the metaphor.
Oh God! Oh God! Is that serious?
Well, only if you keep it up.
I thought that was a pretty clever metaphor.
I was about ready to call it quits, yo.
So, working our way up the hill into the last stretch of the mission, we will have a couple of brutes on the run. I just prefer to allow the Marines to finish them off instead of attempting to run them over. Up by this small little barricade off to the side, there are 3 grunts that you'll need to keep an eye on. These guys can be grenade happy. And it's also a little bit tricky for the Marines to target them because they'll duck behind cover so often. So since I do have a lot of ammo remaining in the rocket launcher, what I will do is try to clear up some of the infantry close by, at least give us a better path going forward into the area, especially to deal with the infantry that is further ahead. We'll have one more Wraith that is on our left, and we do have a chieftain armed with a fuel rod cannon. And you've got a couple of plasma turrets off to the side. Just for safe measure, I will destroy both of them to make sure none of the brutes attempt to hop back on. And then we'll go back for a Warthog. Might have to do a little finagling to get back in the driver's seat. So with this chieftain, try to get yourself in a position where you can get a good line of sight, but ultimately if he starts firing on you, just keep driving around as much as you need to. The last thing you want to do is take any fire from him. So what's really cool about the end of this mission is whatever vehicle you have, aside from the Wraith, that is going to show up in this end cutscene.
Trooper, make the jump now! Found a hole in the wall, Trooper. Drive right through it.
Lord, I didn't train to be a pilot. Tell me I don't have any more flying to do today. So, was that a yes or a no? Amen.
Indeed, Dutch. And that will wrap it up for Uplift Reserve. Definitely a really fun vehicle-based mission. There's a good handful of vehicle missions that we have in this campaign. This is definitely a fun one. Definitely one of my favorites from, I'd say, from the Bungie games for sure. I hope you all enjoyed this little walkthrough. Thank you all for joining me on this part of the journey. I am really thankful for the support. If you want to check out any of my other guides, head over to the channel, or you can check out any of the playlists that are available. And I will catch you all in the next episode. Take care, everyone. Have yourselves a good day or night.